Cam Phillips finally signs with the Carolina Panthers. Many fans were wondering what the heck was going on with Cam Phillips. And at the last minute, really, Cam Phillips has signed with the Carolina Panthers, joining P.J. Walker, which gets fans excited about the reunited duo. How Cam Phillips shapes up with the Panthers offense is to be determined. They have Carolina added Robbie Anderson to the receiving core, and he will join DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. So those are three good guys right there. Phillips is a dynamic receiver who was a deep threat receiver for the Roughnecks all last XFL season. So not many defenses were able to stop Phillips in their tracks. So maybe could he still make it? The last time I saw Phillips, he was on the depth charts. Actually, he wasn't too far off, and he's only been there for a week or two. So it should be interesting to see if Phillips makes the 53-man roster. Other news, Bengals sign Los Angeles Wildcats guard Kahil McKenzie, and they move him to defensive tackle. We'll see how that goes. The 6'4", 320-pound McKenzie played guard in the XFL, but looks like he'll switch to defensive tackle, a position that he played at the University of Tennessee. DC Defenders center John Toth signed with the Cleveland Browns. LA Wildcats wide receiver Seed Blacknall signs with the Steelers again. That's right, again. He was cut. Then he was recently signed. He was one of the 9 XFL players to sign with the club. Then on August 21st, he was cut by Pittsburgh. Later on, about a week later, they re-signed him and they waived James Lockhart, maybe linebacker James Lockhart. We'll see what happens. Teams are at 80 players right now, and they typically are at 90s, but because of everything going on, they will trim their rosters to 53 players September 5th. To keep that in mind. Carolina Panthers cut St. Louis Battlehawks defensive end Devontae Lambert. So now he's not going to get to hang out with Cam Phillips and P.J. Walker. Along with Colin Thompson, they still remain with the team. And DC Defenders wide receiver DeAndre Thompkins signs with the Steelers. So now Seed Blacknall and DeAndre Thompkins, I guess the Steelers are a little worried about how thin they are potentially at wide receivers. He was signed, and the Steelers released cornerback Alexander Myers.